Hey everybody watching back as well, hello. Let me just sort out the stand here. I've got a couple of new stands and things on the go here. Hopefully you don't have any problems with it being up there. Just the pound ones from the pound shop basically. It's exactly the same as the one I've got, the sticky one over here. But it's not, that one's not working anymore, so I thought I'd try a new one. Hello Frank, welcome. That was quick. It must have been on YouTube, eh? I'm at home, of course, in the greenhouse at home. Just ignore the mess that's behind us. I'm in the process of getting things moved out the way for John. John has been down for the past day and a half, and he's been building me something in the back garden here, which if you've seen on Facebook, you'll be able to see what's going on. I will show you what he's been up to, and show you the progress of that as well. So please bear with us and just ignore the background here. What I've been doing, I've got these here, which are the cabbage Durham earlies. Now these ones are going to be put into the trenches where the leeks and the onions and things are over the winter, so that it can take all the rest of the nutrients out of the ground, and I can get a crop over the winter as well. So come springtime, these will be up and there'll be some nice cabbages. Now as you can see, I've had a good germination. Now these ones are 30p packet that I got from Wilko's, the Johnson's ones, and there's still plenty in there, and that's how many I've getting. I'm getting a good germination with these. I shan't need any more than that. So all I'm doing is I'll be potting these on from these into the jelly cups. That's all I'm doing at the minute, but I thought I'd come and say hello as well. I'm not sleeping in the greenhouse, but I'll be sleeping in the new shed outside. In fact, I'll wait till there's a few more people on, then I'll show you what's going on. I'll get this quickly done first, and I'll show you around what's happening out there, and I'll tell you about what's happening. I've been making plans for the shows coming up. First one's next Monday. There's actually one this Saturday which I'm gutted I can't make, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's get this started off. So let's just put you down here, just to quickly show you. So see if I can get me in here as well. So I've already got the cover, the plastic cover from last year, of course, for make a water tray out of these little mushroom trays. So all I'm going to do, I'm sure I've got my little spatula somewhere. If that fails, I've got a label there as well. I've never grown butternut squash before, Peter. Never. If I do miss any of your questions, I do apologise. As I'm looking down, of course, I can't see what you're putting. So let's get these done. The compost is a bit dry, so it's collapsing on itself, which is not the best, but never mind. Oh, sleeping bag. No, it's not a sleeping. I see where you're getting that point from. No, it's not a sleeping bag that's behind this. That's for the sun lounger. Now, of course, there's no room in the metal shed. So I just threw it in because it started raining. So I threw it in the best place that I could find for it. Yeah, right, let's get these potted on. So always you grab the first leaf. There's a canny little root system on that. On there. That's not too bad. Now, I'm not going to be using anything other than Humax compost, and just pop them right up to the necks. Oh, these have dropped down. What a surprise. That didn't last 5 minutes, did it? Yeah, so that didn't really last 5 minutes, did it? Beef Toms, massive still green. Don't worry about that. Hello, Dan. Sorry about the drop there. Tell you what, let me get you out the case here. I might have to put you back. Let's see if I can push it on there. It's just a sticky pad, you see. There we go. That should last a lot longer. But I've already thought of that potentially happening from the previous time when my phone dropped on the floor. Bang, straight in some bubble wrap. Done. Compost, I'm going to use to plant the giant onions. Eamon, I'm going to plan on having some either Clover Professional, or I will be using Keith. That's not going to work, is it? Keith Singleton's. What's going on with that? That's a bit daft, isn't it? Right, hold that under there. Push comes to shove, I'll have to go get me little stand. Keeps on dropping down, I'll have to run and get me stand. It's sticky though, I don't understand it. It's not supposed to keep falling down. Right, I'm gonna have to bail on that. Idea. Now I have to go and get my I have to go and get my other stand. So bear with us a second. It's not the Velcro I need. You're probably going to fall back down again. I'll be right back. I'll be surprised. There you go. That's just been very naughty. Super glue. I'm not using super glue. Right, I'll tell you what, stick it there. Stop moving. Thought I'd been past all of these beginner stages. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Let's not hide before I get back. Right, got my stand back. Let's get his back up again. Shush, his back. I can see all the comments, man. I forget. Right. Oh well, what you been whispering about? Here I come. Let's all hide. I feel ill. Really cracker jacks a lot of these, honestly. Shift that thing away because it doesn't work. There, sorted. Just hope we don't fall again. Shut the door, stop the draft from getting it. Right, so anyways, I was getting on with these anyways. So yeah, I've got plenty cabbages to play with here. That doesn't look like a very good one. So they'll not be getting potted up any more than this. That's it. Once these go in here, that's it. No more. Got more than enough here, so I'll probably give a few away. It didn't fall when I was gone. What a surprise. That's because I had it up here. I'm surprised it didn't fall. I'm pleased it didn't. Bloody phone expensive. So what I'm doing is I'm putting on these Durham cabbage earlies, the ones that were sown on the 11th of the 8th, and that is the size they're at now. Nothing special done with them, just some Humax compost. It's all they're going into as well. So all I'm doing, just using the name tag, doing exactly what I would normally do when I'm just potting on. Shaking excess compost off, make sure I hold the first leaf. make the holes, push them right in so the neck's all the way at the top, all the way at the top, all the way at the top. They're already in the little water bath there, so that's no bother. I'm going to quickly get these done. It's raining outside. I'll show you what John's been building for me outside. Sneak peek. I've got lots of things to tidy up and lots of things to buy for still again. But I'm going to have to do some extra work at work in order to pay for everything that I want. But I will be better prepared this year for next year. That is something I guarantee. And I learned from the mistakes from this year as well. Oh, that's a weird one. I've got three leaf one there. How's everybody doing? How's everybody in anyways? How's your growing season went? I know it's coming to the end of the most of the stuff for growing. Anybody have any personal achievements? Anybody do any personal bests? You had a good crop of potatoes or anything like that? You got anything to share? Any problems? Anything you come across which will come in handy for me or anybody else? Anything you do differently? You see, if you want to share between yourselves, please do, and I'll catch up with it. If I miss any comments, I'll catch up with them later. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. My personal achievement this year would be finishing the tasks that I wanted to get done. So I want to get the buildings up. I want to get things prepared. That'll be done. I've already done that with the greenhouse and already learned from growing in it from one season, from what I can better upon next year. I've got good seed for next year as well, already planned for the onions. I will be focusing more on onions next year. I want to grow more the bigger onions for quality, and I want to give myself a dab hand at the heavy onions as well, the best that I can, financially permitting, because it's not cheap on growing heavy onions. But hopefully I save a lot of money with the electricity bill for next year, for this year, sorry, as well, with what's happening outside. So just as it's massive problems with badgers on the allotment, digging holes all over the place. That's a very handy tip. Spend more time building fences. Slugs got half your potatoes, so Andy, with the slugs getting half their potatoes, maybe they were left a bit too long, or they weren't dug deep enough. I'm not too sure because I've never had that problem before. I've still got potatoes in the ground actually for me, so I may come across the same problem you've got there. Now it is getting dark, so let me just quickly show you outside. I'll quickly show you outside what Mr. Bump's been doing at home. So obviously this greenhouse, yeah, okay, I built this temporary grow room with the 2 lights on that I got. I got them 2 lights 2 years ago from Mark Shepherd. I'm going to be getting some, they're only 2-foot ones, 2 foot with 2 bulb, and they've done the job that they need to do, but I need some better ones. That's going to cover a larger area. So I will be buying 4 foot 4 tubed T5 lights, and eventually I'll be having 3 in total, but we'll be getting 1 at a time because they are around about £110 each. I'll be using these ones as well as one that I'll be getting this year. Now, where are they going to go, might I hear you ask? Well, this greenhouse is full of drafts. I've done my best what I can with underneath. I grew them underneath first, put the heater underneath there, put the grow lights underneath, had the heat bench on the top. Then this year I developed this grow room here, where I try to keep the cost down for the heating and things like that. It worked, but I can improve, especially with me getting that other greenhouse and putting it next door here and taking out the middle section here. There's just drafts galore. It's not going to be practical. It's going to cost a fortune for electric to keep this heated up, and also with the lights as well. So I need to make improvements. Now, the one thing I need to do is basically get something else to put them in. So I spoke to John, Mr. Bump, and I've asked him to build us a shed. And I give him the dimensions, what I wanted from the space that's outside. Yeah, that's a spare space. Like I say, it's not going to need any sunshine, it's not going to need no windows, anything like that. I'm going to need ventilation, space to put a U-shaped bench in with cupboards, and somewhere to put the lights on. So I asked him to do that on Monday. I gave him the dimensions. He came over, he sorted out his structure, he sorted out a plan in his head. Like I say, and then he priced up the materials, and I told him to go for it. I'll have to do a couple of days overtime when I can, in order to pay for it. But in 1.5 days, this is what he's managed to build. Now it is raining, so I'm going to have to be quick. So in the back garden here, I've got pots falling all over. In the back garden, I've got 2 greenhouses. I've got the growing area here, and I've got me 3 trenches behind here. I'll spin you around and I'll show you what he's managed to build. So in 1.5 days, this is what he's managed to get sorted out for us. So he's built a shed, solid base, solid outsides. He's getting the door in the day and the roof on. So I'm getting the insides all sorted out. And I've got enough space in here. So I'm going to step in. So this is me stepping into the shed here. It's 7 foot. I'll just spin you right. I'll see if I can spin you around. Enable the flash on my side. I can't. I'll turn you around, sorry. Can't see much. So it's 7.1 foot by 8.1 feet. It's got a slope roof, so that all the rain runs down one side, so that on the outside here I can put some guttering down there, then get that sorted out and put it into a tub for the water, of course. For the time being, I wanted to make sure that the structure was, I could take it apart if needed, so I've asked John to build it like that as well. So that, he's managed to sort it out so I can get it down if need be. Of course, coming in, I've got, that's the entranceway there as well. Solid floor. So majority of the cost of this, some of it is recycled materials, some of it's not. So he's built this in a day and a half for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be insulating these walls on the inside, putting plyboard on the insides for the, of course, for the walls. Then from there, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to have a bench here all the way across. So we're going to have a bench from there to that end, a bench from there to there, and a bench down that side as well. So I have a U-shaped bench, no windows as it's not needed. I've measured the I'll be able to get a 4 foot. I'll get a 4 foot light in there. I'll get a 4 foot light down this way, and a 4 foot light down this way. So, not bad for 1.5 days. But, problem, if I'm standing in the kitchen, this is the view. Can't see most of the garden. So, me and John's been having a look. It's not practical where it is. That's my mistake. So, we've had a look to see where it would be better suited. So, where we're going to put it, it's going to the back corner of the garden down there. So, I've got all of this to sort out and shift out the way. I'm going to get some scaffold bars, roll it down the garden and turn it around. So it's that way. So it's facing the greenhouses. It'll be a lot better. I'll be able to put, this will be basically, this wall here will be the wall for the decking that I'm going to put next to it. So I've already had a change of plans with them. Right, let's put you back in the greenhouse. Right, so that's what Mr. Bumps managed to knock up for us. I'm over the moon with it. He's done it really good as well. He's done it really well. It's really built really well. I'm very impressed with it. He's done great stuff for us as well on there. He's been a massive help as well. Don't worry, he's not getting away easy with it. He said he didn't want any money for it, but I'm not having that. So I've obviously of course offered to pay him for it as well, which is exactly what I was going to do anyways. But it's costed a little bit more than what I expected. You can ask him. It's cost a little bit more than I expected. But like I say, I'm going to have to do a couple. I've already done 5 hours overtime to go on this month, so that'll help. Oh, I've got a moth. That'll help with the cost of this, and also because I haven't priced out the inside stuff yet. So I'm thinking scaffold boards for benches. That might cost us about £30. Building the cupboards myself, or like I say, building the cupboards from second-hand materials. Anything that I'm going to get sorted out. But the heating system is going to be at the minute it's going to be the electric heater, with the thought of potentially in the future having a diesel heater in there. Something I'm looking into, and Kevin Hegarty's a little guinea pig of mine. So he's having to go with that this year. So that's something else that I look forward to, seeing how that progresses as well. I was initially going to go to gas heating, but the gas heater that I got is broken. It's not good, so probably just going to stick with electric this year. And also the fire down at the garden. Now that's, and of course, an ongoing project as well, as you've all seen this last week. I was over the moon with what we managed to get done on the Sunday, and I'm looking forward to getting that all up, running and operational as well. So there's still a few things to be done, getting on with as well. In the meantime, as soon as the shows are done, I'll be kicking into overdrive, getting everything done for the winter, because as soon as October comes, we can start having fairs down the allotment. But of course I've got coal to buy and coal to go and source out as well, so that's ongoing. Seeing somebody mentioned there with the strawberry runners for a potential source of income. That's a good idea, but the strawberries all the strawberries I've got and I'm getting are all going to go into baskets this year. So it's a great idea, but the time and effort it's going to be able to do that, it's not really going to be worth it. So I might just wait until it comes February time and just put more tomatoes in and see if I can get a good sell from the tomatoes like I did this year. Like I say, recover any costs that I can. But to be better prepared for next year's shows, shed's built, good start. Get everything prepared across there, good start. Got a seed head as well for some more giant onions. So I've got seed there and pips as well to play with. I've got some of my own seeds for onions that I saved from last year as well. That's a good one. And let's say I'm getting there. So it's just sourcing out the stock, sourcing out good seed, which I'm savvy with. I'm looking forward to the shows at the minute. I must not forget about those. I've just spent my dinner break today and my break time today about 45 minutes writing down everything that'll be shown in what shows, when I need them for, what money I need to pay, where I need to send it to. I'll get myself prepared, because if you don't prepare, failure to prepare, you prepare to fail, basically. I need to get sorted out with that. I need to put my finger with that. Somebody did mention that before, Justin. I don't know if it was you, when I sow my onion seed. Now, I'll be sowing my onion seed on my birthday, which will be the 10th of November, and I'm going to start doing that every year as well, because a lot of people do sow theirs on the 11th of November. I might even set a little batch away at the end of October, just as a test run, because the onions next year will be grown, a lot of onions next year will be grown in 10-litre buckets. And those 10-litre buckets, some will have the bottoms cut out and placed in the trenches, but that's the crack with that, basically. So I'm going to get the shot. I'm going to have 2 or 3 different types of onion to play with. I want to get a heavy onion in as well. Right, quickly back onto the task that I was doing here. Now, somebody asked about these strip lights as well. These strip lights I ran into the electrical socket down here, which is up here. Now, the lights in here are just the T5 lights. This one's not switched on at the minute. There we go. Because you can't really see much on there anyway, so that's the reason why I turned it off. I got these off eBay. They're only 2 meters. I think a 2 meter LED strip light wide. I've got another one there, which is a USB one, which is the disco light. But this is something that I'll be getting for the shed because it's cracking. It's great. Just put a plug in, switch on, done, champion. So lots of things happening with that. Right, back to what I was doing here. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comments. I say I will look back later on. If anybody wants to anything to ask, please fire away, and I'll look when I can. Oh, it's sitting over there. These are sitting on me cover. See, we're using these. Ollie, I seen you sitting in the bath again. I've had leek and potato soup with gammon in. Leek and potatoes from the garden. I think the potatoes weren't. The leeks were though. The leeks were from the garden. That's been stored. What was that question there? Hello, Martin, mate. Watching a TV show. Good lad. Keep yourself right. With some giant onion seeds to use to propagate an artificial light. You will need heat and you will need some lighting at the beginning. Now, the light at the beginning, I'm going to do 24 hours this year, just until it gets through to I think it's January time. Then put it back down. What was that other thing I mentioned there? So so when it comes to heat, you need to keep it above 10 degrees, which is about 55 Fahrenheit. Two seconds, getting some water. Go. So yeah, you need to keep it above 10 degrees, and that's the same with leeks as well. Now, to be honest, I think 12 would be the best. I did see Nick. I think Nick Brake was using I think it was 16 degrees he kept his at, but I'm not quite sure. But I'll keep mine at about 11, 12 degrees is a minimum. See these little see these plastic cutouts. As long as you keep a hold of them and store them well, you can use them again and again and again and again and again. Now all it is just compost liners. So if you haven't seen us use them before, compost liners and compost bag liner, sorry, for the water, and just make sure there's no holes in it. Use it every year. I can actually go get some more of these mushroom trays as well, because the place I got them from was asking for another lot to be getting rid of. So I might pop over and go get some more. How do you know when sweet corn's ready? There's brown tassels on the end. Like the tassels on the end of the cob start turning brown, and if you push your thumb into a piece of corn, then it's white milky substance. That's how I normally tend to do mine. I might only do these 40. I think that's all I'll need, to be honest. I think I might give a grand idea of the rest of them. Don't believe I need loads and loads, like. And you get these Frutataris in as well. I've got 2 big bulbs from Harrogate last year. I might pick some more up actually, because they were really pretty, the snakehead. That's these ones here for the stink. Them there. They really do have a strong odour. I think they smell lovely, me. Right. Hello, Barbara. Welcome back. Welcome. You've missed me shed. You'll have to watch back. But yeah, I'm over the moon with that shed. By the time I get it all sorted and that, I'll probably get kicked out into it. That's right, Ollie. Your first leak show is on Monday. So that's going to give us a rough idea. That's just for the leek show. That, I mean, I've just written up everything for Harrogate, and just off the top of my head, I'll give you a list of things that I'm planning on showing. What I'm planning on showing are pot of chilies, 3 chilies, heavy carrot, heavy parsnip, 3 onions for quality, the marrow, the novice class marrow, the novice class heavy tomato, the heavy cabbage. There's 8 varieties, that's 8 things there. Sticks of rhubarb, heaviest rhubarb, 3 sticks of rhubarb. So Harrogate show, I'm planning on entering 10 different categories, which is way out of my depth. Way out of my depth for them. But I'm going to jump in the deep end. I'm not bothered. And then once that's, before Harrogate though, I've got my little taster at Beamish, which is the 7th of September. That I'll be taking in, hopefully, potentially, marrow, heaviest marrow, 2 leeks, if I've got them ready, 3 onions, as pulled, funniest looking shaped vegetable, which would be a giant carrot. That's got the big split in it. And there's some other things as well, which I can't think off the top of my head. But I've got lots and lots of things I'm planning on taking to the shows. So participation is a big thing this year. Then we'll just build on from there. Doesn't matter if it's last. Doesn't matter if I'll be disappointed if anything gets disqualified. But it doesn't matter. The main thing is getting it down there and getting it onto the bench. That's what the plan is. Because like I say, like I've said several times over, I've only been doing this a year now for growing for showing even. This is my first sort of proper year. Growing for like a novice sort of thing, with the cabbages. Cabbages are the best thing I think I've grown so far. Oh yeah, I've got swede as well. Forgot about that. See if anything comes of that. But I'm not going to let myself down with it, because the way in my head is like, I've seen what it's like, and I've seen what they're like, and I've seen what first places are, and obviously the big giant growers and stuff like that. It's like, I'm not going to compare myself to them. I'm not like them. I'm not at their level yet, but I'm at my level. In my level, I'll start from my level and I'll work my way up. And if I don't come last, it's a bonus. If I come last, I got on the bench. That was the plan for this year. Same with the local shows as well. It's all a learning curve, and it will always be a learning curve. You'll always learn something new, different ways to grow. I mean, this isn't a quick turnaround grow. This is not like growing radish for 6 weeks. This is a 10-month project with leeks and onions. Something I never thought I'd ever get into. But you've seen the kids' faces as well. Kids thoroughly enjoy it. It's great seeing the other kids at school. I took my onion into work the other day and I had a lot of, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? That was good. Then I had a train the other day, and I had training today. Question whether I did have a giant onion, till I showed her my pictures of it, and then she believed it. It's like, yeah, I'm not lying. They're big onions. Not just showing off. Well, I am showing off. I'm quite happy to show off. It's taken us 10 months to grow there. It'll take me longer to grow that onion than it would be for a pregnancy, full-term pregnancy. Unless, of course, you go over by like 4 to 6 weeks, which is, I doubt that's ever happened for quite often. Oh, Dean, you're looking for it. Okay, Justin, so wife wants to know, ask, when do you sow the leeks? So the leeks, I don't sow the leeks. I'll get the leeks sometime in December, when they're sown, because I'll get my leeks from other people. If you were to sow leeks, they would be from grass or pips, from the seed head, from the leek head, and they will go in November time. Sometimes things like Cumbrians go in a bit earlier, so that's what that is. But I'll be getting mine again probably December time. There's a few leeks. I'm only doing 2 lots of leek next year. That is the plan. I'm doing Cumbrian leeks, and I'm doing some Yorkshire Giants, and I'm going to give the Yorkshire Giants a really good go next year, because it's the one leek that I've been having problems with growing ever since I first got it. And it's not I know it's not the plant itself, it's not the leek itself, because I get the leek from Paul Rochester, and he grows his. He just, when I go down, he picks his from exactly the same stock that I picked. Basically, he's got them all lined out on a greenhouse bench, and I'll pick. Let's lift that a little bit. Okay, I'll pick mine from the same batch he picks his from. So it's not a case of keeping the best for himself. He'll just pick the ones that he likes the look of, and I'll just pick from them as well. So it's definitely something I'm doing, and I think it's to do with the way in which I've been growing them. So that's going to change next year, this coming year, with the grow room, and I'll have a temperature control and things as well, proper ventilation in, proper lights in and stuff as well, keep them going, and I'll not have a fluctuation of temperatures like I do in the greenhouse here. So time will tell what kind of difference that makes, but I'm hoping for the positive. I've already spoken to Grandad Dave, and I've told him that I'll not be growing much in the way of veg for the house next year. A lot of it will be for the shows, so I'm starting to tend to lean into growing for showing. Of course, grow potatoes and stuff like that as well. But with Leslie getting her plot as well, she'll be growing her flowers and stuff, and I'll see if she wants to just grow a few veg as well, if she's got space. And with the new polytunnel, I'll be able to put lots of hanging baskets in there for the strawberries. Tomatoes will go in the tomato greenhouse, and I've still got another greenhouse to fill it in there. I've got loads of space down in the garden at the minute, which I've just poorly planned. But next year, all of that space will be filled up, 100%. Because even though I'm looking at shows now and I'm thinking I've only got enough for that show or that show, even though all the stuff that I've got loads of it, I haven't got enough to do all the shows that I want to do, because there's normally 2 or 3 shows every other weekend. When it comes to September, it is anyways. And I've already put my holiday in for next year for September. Pretty much nearly every weekend in September next year. So I like to try and make Malvern every year and Harrogate every year. Right, that's 40. It's amazing how many plants you can get from just doing a sowing like that, like this. One small tray. One small tray like that, and I've getting 40 cabbages, and I've still got half a tray left. It just goes to show you don't have to sow a whole pack of seeds with that. Right, so that's that done anyways. I'm not doing any more tonight. I'll have to get some more trays and stuff down here as well. Right, let's have a quick look and see what I've missed. Giving it for a little trip. Oh, cool. Are you going anywhere nice? Oh, I feel like I'm in Dave's allotment. The siren's going past. I'm starting my Novembers, Martin, I'm starting my Novembers on the 10th of November. There's a few people start them on the 11th, but I'm going to make a note of starting them on the 10th this year. And every year, as long as it works fine, as that's my birthday. So it's good to have something, not to do on your birthday, but good to have a schedule to pick for that. All right, darling, no bother. I'll go start running your bath now. I'm going to wrap this up now as well. Hopefully I am going to enter Malvern. I want giant cabbage in, even if it's last. I'm not bothered. I want to put something in. I want to take something down there. I am going down on the Friday, so we'll just have to see what I've got. Malvern is still a few weeks away. It's still another 6 weeks away. So if I've got hopefully I've got the giant cabbage. Hopefully I might have a swede, and I might have a carrot. I'm taking the carrot to Harrogate. I may have so swede, cabbage. I'm not entirely too sure what else I'll have, but I'll have to have a look anyways. But yes, I'm hoping to put at least something small into Malvern. See you later, Stephen. Thanks for joining there, pal. like I mentioned before there, the amount of shows and stuff, Harrogate, Malvern, Little Beamish show and stuff like that, and all the other little shows as well. I don't have the quality, I don't have the quantity to do that. I do have the cabbages, I can take the cabbages. The onions have been a failure this year because I've lost half of them due to white rot, but that's something to pick up on next year. The leeks, I'm going to be cutting back down on until I get things sorted out with the new polytunnel as well. But that's all plans for to be done next year. I'm going to be doing a lot of growing in pots and stuff next year. So I've got the air pots there, the 40-litre air pots. I'm going to grow some leeks in them, see how they turn out. They weren't that expensive, so I've got 10 40-litre air pots. I might get another 5 to try with the heavy onions, so the really big heavy onions. So I'll do them properly next year. I'll get some proper. I'm going to grow some in the Clover Professional. I'm going to grow some in some Keith Singletons if I can get some the funds for that. Like I say, it's not cheap. You don't grow like giant or quality veg or anything like that for the money and the prize money, because you're just chasing your tail. It costs an absolute fortune. I know Nick Brake spends £250 a month just on electric alone, when it comes to the busy time. So if you think over the course of 5 months, £250 on electric, it's a lot of money. A good few. It's a good spend well over £1,000 just on lighting and heating and stuff like that. It's but don't smoke, don't drink, don't go out. It's a hobby. It pays off at the end of the year as well. When you put all the hard work in, you can see, and that's something I'm looking forward to getting to as well. But I'm just in the beginning stages, of course, now, so I like to have a nice garden and obviously make as many free plants as I can. Right, I'm yabbering on now. Time to go back inside and get the wife's bath sorted out. So I shall bid you all a farewell. Thanks to all 27 people and everybody else that's joined today, and everybody else looking back on it as well. Sorry for the problems I had with the stand there. I seem to have a lot of problems with stands. I'm just going to use this one going forward. Look forward to Harrogate, and I look forward to showing you this week's update as well, just from the little bits that I've done. I am going to be cutting back on updates in the future, but I will tell you more about that as I go on. Basically after the shows, I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off. But yeah, I've had a long hard think about it, so I'll fill you up with an update with that as well. But at the minute, happy with things have progressed so far. The stuff that I've got growing could be better, but it could be a lot worse as well. You could spray, you could pick the wrong spray up and weed killer everything, like I know somebody else that has. But that's all fun and games. Right, well, thank you very much, Barbara, for that, for the Monday, for the good luck on Monday. Of course, I'll show you all next week. I might even do just a quick video on Monday to show you how I got on. But I shall see you see all the update this coming week, but what's been happening with the greenhouse here and everything else as well. So I'll see you all next time, and catch you then. See you later.